Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. So Azure sent over this massive dip powder kit. It's a 32-piece kit, and it literally comes with everything you need to do a full dip powder manicure. All your liquids, a trillion dip powders, a buffer, dusty brush, a little tray, comes with replacement brushes, instructions, the whole thing. And quick shout out to Azurebeauty for continuing to sponsor content and support my channel. Without companies like Azure, I couldn't do what I do. So thank you to Azurebeauty. So here's what I wanted to do. These are Azure liquids, by the way. I've been using them for years and I swear by them. So I know the butterfly trend has been crazy for a hot minute now, and I really wanted to try doing this kind of like butterfly nail look type thing. I've done it a while back on my channel. I did it very differently though, so we're gonna do something a little special today. I'm using 3 of the colors from the Azure kit. The colors in this kit are so perfect for spring into summer, and you can do any color combination you want for this type look, because butterflies, I mean, yes, they're real things. Butterflies are real. We all see them all over the place. But I feel like butterflies can be that whimsical, dreamlike, even cartoony type thing where you can make them any color you want. So I'm doing a pastel palette. I'm doing kind of a watercolor design, and there is no gel in this whatsoever. Gel-free manicure. No gel top coat, no gel liquids, nothing. Everything is going to be with dip liquids. And then when we do the butterfly later, again, no gel. We're going to do stamping and polish top coat, and it's going to be so super duper easy. I'll get into that a little bit later. But these colors just blend so beautifully. I'm just taking each color and I'm doing like a tap ombre type thing over one little particular area of the nail, so it kind of gives that watercolory type effect. And again, this is one of those techniques where there's no real wrong way to do it. You can do this as any way you want to do it. They're your nails. If you want to do 3 colors, do 3. You want to do 10, do 10. Who am I to tell you what to do with your nails? They're your nails. You're wearing them. I'm not. I'm wearing my own. So I'm going to do this the way I'm doing it, but you can do it any way you want to do. Your creative freedom, just let it roam. Let it roam free, and let your mind and your body just do whatever it wants with these nails. Once I had the whole nail completely covered in the first coat, I'm going to go ahead and dust off all the excess, and we're going to go in for coat number 2. I'm going to do coat number 2 the exact same way. And don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through the entire hand, because this kind of process between the watercolor effect and the stamping later, it can be a longer process. That's just it is what it is when you're doing something creative like this, and that's okay. I don't mind spending the time when I'm doing something that I enjoy. This is my self-care. This is my therapy. This is how I cope with life. Some people go to the gym. That's my daughters. They both go to the gym every single day. I don't. I do not gym. I used to gym and do MMA and all that stuff, but the older I get, the less I find that I want to spend time with people. I'm content to just be home with my cats and leave me alone. Anyway, I'm not that old. I talk like I am. I'm not. I'm 42 at this point. Am I? I don't know. I think I just had a birthday. Anyways, I digress. I'm going to do the same thing all over again. I'm going to tap the colors in the same places I did the first time, and they can overlap. It's okay. This is not supposed to be a perfected nail design. This is supposed to be very fluid, very, I don't want to say sloppy, because I don't think it's sloppy looking, but it's watercolor. It's supposed to be blendy and fluid and move around and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get the second coat on. You should, if you're doing this over your natural nails, even if you're doing it over press-ons like I am, I would highly recommend doing a coat of clear over top. But because this application for me was so smooth and so seamless, I have no lumps, no bumps, no funny things happening, I am not going to clear coat. I'm just going to activate, and then I will file around the perimeter and do a gentle buff over the top. And I'll show you that a little bit later, but I didn't need anything crazy, so I did not clear cap. But if you're doing any kind of design like this, an ombre, a French, anything, any glitters, whatever, you want to make sure you're clear capping that. That way, when you file and buff later, you're not disturbing that design you just did. So here's what the 2 coats are looking like after I dust off all the excess. I am so happy with the way this came out. If you are not, you can always throw another coat on and, get it the way you want it. I know there are technically rules and laws to doing nail techniques and nail overlays or enhancements or whatever, but when it comes to this kind of thing, there are really no rules. You do what you want to do. You do what you got to do to get it the way you want it, right? And you can always file it later. It is really not that big of a deal. So I'm going to go ahead and activate, and then we're going to move on to another nail. I'm only going to show you one other nail. I'm going to show it to you in silence so you can, I don't know, zen out and chill and just watch me watercolor one more nail. And then I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of filing, and we're going to get into the nail art. So I went ahead and I finished the entire hand, and each nail looks a little bit different. I just placed those colors in different spots. If you want this to be more, what's the word? More cohesive, possibly. You can make them look as similar or as different as you want. As mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and start filing. All I'm doing is cleaning up the perimeter, making sure that there's nothing jagged or weird hanging off the edge. And then I'm going to smooth everything out over top with a buffing block. This is the one that came in the kit. Worked perfectly. I had no issues. The little black file that comes in the kit, I tend to not use the little black files because the black grit comes off the file super easily and that can get stuck down in a nail or get all over the place. But the buffing block, I absolutely love. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the free edge a little bit, make sure that's nice and crispy. I like a crisp square nail. And that's really it. That's all the filing I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and file up the rest of the nail, and then the rest of the nails, plural, there's 5. And then we're going to do the stamping, and y'all are going to be mind blown at how easy this is. So I picked up this stamping plate from Maniology, and I'm just gonna, they all come with the blue film over it. If you're new to stamping, you have to remove that film. I learned that the hard way. I'm gonna go in with this sticky base coat. This is going to help your stamp adhere to the nail. If you are new to stamping and you're not moving that quick, because stamping does require you to move a little bit quicker, sticky base coat. You can take as much time as you want with your stamping as long as you're using a sticky base coat. So here's what I'm going to do. That sticky base coat needs like 30 seconds to dry while I figure out my life. I think I'm going to do, I definitely want to do a full butterfly wing. I'm just going to figure out what the heck I want to do, which image I want to use. I think it's going to be this one. So I'm going to take my black stamping polish. I like to put it over the entire image just so I can make sure that that black polish is getting into every single etch. Then I'm going to scrape it off, kind of like at a 45-degree angle, and immediately follow with the stamper. And here's what we are looking like. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of excess image on that stamper. So I'm going to take my Scotch tape and just take off anything around that image that I do not want transferring to the nail. Tape works amazingly. If you have a lint roller, that'll work too. Just be careful with lint rollers because they're big and cumbersome and you don't want to take off the image that you want, right? Just the little pieces of excess around the outside of the image. So once I have that situated and it's exactly the way I want it, I'm going to stamp it right on the nail. And this is where the sticky base coat really comes in handy, because if you spend too much time, the image may not transfer. But as you're going to see, and I will do more than one so you can actually see what I'm doing, because it's difficult to film these things so I can see it and you can see it, but I will show you all the things. I'm not going to leave you in the dark, I promise. So here's what the image looks like after I get it stamped on, and it looks amazing. This came out perfect, but I can understand, even myself looking at it right now, I'm like, does it look good? Or do I just want it to look good? So, but you'll see later, once we put top coat on, it's like magically transformed. So I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. I'm going to clean off my stamper head. I'm going to clean off the plate, and then we're going to do this one more time. While I'm letting that sticky base coat sit, I figured let me go ahead and throw a smudge-free top coat over the one we just did and wait till you guys see how it just transforms the entire nail. I'm telling you, when it comes to stamping, top coat is really magical. It just brings that whole butterfly to life. It just looks so seamless, and oh my God, I'm so obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. And if you think that it looks good now, just wait till later, because we're going to add the little bitty white details to the top of this. Oh my gosh, it's guys, it's so good. So here's the whole hand of butterfly nails, and I love these literally with my whole entire heart, but I feel like it just needed something. So I'm going to take some white stamping polish and my teeny tiny little dotting tool, and I'm just going to add a couple of white details because I feel like, I don't even know if this is accurate or not, but I feel like butterflies have those little white dots around their wings. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a few little white dots here and there over the black and give it a little bit of detail. Now the butterflies are perfect and finished, and I'm so excited. And I'm going to throw one more coat of that smudge-free top coat on. This is regular nail polish top coat. I highly recommend using a smudge-free top coat over stamping polish. It'll just help keep your design from smearing if you put regular top coat on. But once you have your smudge-free on, if you want to go ahead and add another top coat over top, either a glossy polish top coat, you can use a gel top coat, you can use what? You can even use your dip top coat if you want. You'll just have to put a little bit of activator over it, and then you can go in with your dip top coat. I didn't feel the need to do that. These look glossy and gorgeous with just the smudge-free top coat over top. Technically, it's 2 coats of smudge-free because I did the one, before I added the white accents. So I definitely recommend 2 coats of a polished top coat. And you can use any top coat you want. I don't care. The top coat is top coat. So I'm going to go ahead and let these dry down completely. Of course, if you're doing your natural nails, you're going to be sitting for a minute waiting for these to dry. This is another reason why I love making press-ons. I can just leave them on my nail desk. I let them sit overnight, which I did. I let them sit overnight, get completely dry. It doesn't take that long to dry down. The smudge-free top coat takes maybe like 5-10 minutes. It's not that big a deal. But once I get them dried down, I'm going to go ahead and get them on the hand. You'll see what they look like applied. I cannot wait to get these on. Y'all ready to see what these look like? Oh my gosh, how stinking gorgeous. Those colors they look so beautiful behind that butterfly detail. I'm literally obsessed. I definitely made a second hand because I have to wear these. I have to have them on both hands. This is going to be like a going to the beach. If you're going on vacation, if you have big summer plans, this is going to be the set for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.